For over 35 years, Mariam Noland has been the president of one of the most respected community foundations in the country.
Mariam has made the Community Foundation a trusted organization by being there every day, by putting together coalitions, by being good to her word, by being serious, by just pure intellect.
She has really been able to bring people together who don't commonly work together on really hard problems. She's put herself at the center of the most challenging issues that the city has had and the region has had to deal with. And she's done it from a regional approach. She's not just concentrated on the city, she's really concentrated on the region as a whole. And there aren't very many that are able to do that. Multi-county perspectives, bringing donors and communities together, and then still being grounded in the city.
My first memory, when I came in knowing the long history and relationship between our two foundations, I knew that she was someone that I had to meet. We shared many trustees and still do. And before I even had a chance to reach out to her, Mariam reached out to me. And she asked if she could host a welcome dinner for me. I'm not from Detroit, I'm from New York originally, was coming from DC, and didn't have a network, and I just was so grateful for that gracious gesture. She hosted an intimate dinner at her home. She and Jim had me and my husband over, and many of the foundation leaders in our community and their partners. And it was just lovely. It was a wonderful thing for her to do for me.
I think she is a person who can walk into a room and somebody says, Mariam Noland, where? Because people want to talk to her. People want to touch the hem of her garment. She's that kind of important person because she gives back and really asks for nothing but for you to do a good job. If you're the beneficiary of, or if you're trying to get something done, she wants you to be successful because that will help people. She's got a good heart. And I will tell you, when the question is ever asked of her, what have you ever done, my good and faithful servant? I know the good Lord better sit down in the chair because when she starts laying out what she's done, they'll be there for a long period of time. I know where she's going. That's a wonderful woman.
I was thinking about Mariam and thinking about what are sort of the favorite stories that I have of her. And one of them was when she and I were trying to recruit someone onto a national board. And it really did reflect how Mariam is very strategic, very thoughtful, but she likes to have fun at the same time. So we were trying to recruit Ron Kagan, who is the president and CEO of the Detroit Zoo, onto this national board. And Ron, being Ron, said, sure, but come on out to the zoo and we'll have a conversation. And so he got us out on the platform with the giraffes, and he got Mariam to feed the giraffes. And you have to do it with both hands. Those giraffes are pretty aggressive when they're eating the branches, the leaves on the branches. And she was just like a little kid. So she's out there, here we are all dressed up formally, trying to do this professional ask of Ron Kagan, and she's out feeding these giraffes and having fun at the same time. And it's just so typical of her, very thoughtful, very strategic, having fun at the same time. And of course, Ron had to say yes after that and join that national board. And it's just fun to be with her when she's being strategic and then trying to have everyone enjoy their work.
She really uses her leadership to empower others to lead. And that's in many ways more powerful because she is creating the table and the platform or even the enabling environment to have catalytic things happen and to have catalytic partnerships emerge. And so she's incredibly savvy. She can navigate, put the right resources together, find the talent that will make something happen, and also navigate the obstacles and share the wise words of advice for folks that might be working on something.
Mariam Noland was somebody that I could reach out and ask her to participate in that, or if someone needed to do something or want to do something within this, talk to Mariam Noland. She's been the person that I've recommended that people talk to if they're trying to find something to be able to give back to our community. She would help them.
If she's ever asked what would be her legacy, she's probably going to guffaw and roll her eyes and say, I don't know, just it's the work. I look at it as her legacy being that you can be innovative and entrepreneurial in philanthropy. You can be impactful, And you can do it in a way that's collaborative and engage people in ways they hadn't dreamt of before. And that has really given the region its can-do spirit. And I think that is the power that she's brought to this work. And something I think will be a long-term and enduring legacy.
And I'm so glad she won't be far, because I know she'll be up to many other incredible things. But it's been wonderful to be in her orbit and really to learn from her example.
You have my utmost respect. You always will have it. All you've got to do if you ever need anything, whatever it is, it's always been the way we've been towards each other. All you got to do is call. You got my cell phone number.
How do you find that integrity, that history, that ability to get stuff done? How do you replace the irreplaceable? I don't know. We'll do our best.